Hello, it's Emma Jo here from Lavinia Stamps, and this video I'm going to show you how to make an A6 card featuring a rather lovely singing robin and a little girl looking up at him in the trees as she hears a little lullaby in the silence. It's rather lovely, the things that you can do with these stamps, the illustrations to the stories that you can create. Magic. Let's begin. First we're going to get our Elements Ink Sundance and a size 9 stencil brush. And we're going to make 2 circles. One is a spotlight for our robin to sit in, and the other is for the little girl. Next, grab your Elements Ink Blue Atoll and very lightly load your brush and just get rid of any excess that you don't want and go around the outside of these 2 circles. Now get your Elements Ink Dark Denim and we'll just apply it to the edges at the moment. Again, I haven't loaded this up too much. It's quite a nice soft colour. Now let's do some stamping. So I've got my vine branch here that I'm going to ink up in some VersaFine Clair Nocturne. And let's give our robin a bit of a branch to sit on. So there's our branch. And then we'll just put a little bit at the top here, at an angle. There we go. And let's put the robin on the branch. So if you ink him up in VersaFine Clair Nocturne and pop him on the branch. And now we're going to put the little girl in the bottom right hand corner. There's a lovely little foliage stamp that we're going to use. It's from one of the foliage stamp sets, and we're going to use it to make a very subtle shadowy ground. Okay, so we're going to ink it up in VersaFine Clair Very Peri. And just start building up a foreground. Now if you grab your stencil brush series 3 and Midnight Blue, but what we're going to do is we're not going to load this brush up with much. We're just going to get rid of some of that extra dark and create a ground for this little lady to stand on. Once we've done that, you can start by making sure that your corners are darker. And building up your frame now. I feel like I want to put some notes up here, so I'm going to grab the musical notes, but from the small set, and again I'm going to ink those up in Very Peri, and create some music by our little robin. Get your Mondeluz watercolour pencils, and I'm going to go for a lovely red because Robin Redbreast needs to have a lovely red chest. If you go for a darker red and then surround it with a slightly paler red. There we go. What else can we do? If we get our yellow and an orange, if we just start building up a flame, if you like, around this candle, and then add a little bit of orange to the centre so it pulls us back into it. Grab your aqua green Posca pen, and we're going to fill in these lovely buds on this tree. And I'm deliberately leaving enough space so that the black acts as an outline. It's one of those things you get so involved in that you end up disappearing into your own world as you colour those bits in. I'm just going to add a little bit of aqua green to our little girl's skirt. So we're going to use a very pale brown. Again, it's one of our watercolour pencils. And I'm just going to lightly colour the branch. I say lightly colour because I don't really want to detract from that lovely design that's already there. So I'm going to add, again, using what's left on my brush from the Midnight Blue. Going to take this closer to our branch, and I'm going to use a quickie glue pen and a rather lovely colour of Fab Foil. So first of all we're going to start with the purple. I'm just going to add some dots to the centre of these flowers. Okay, now to make sure that we get these tacky enough to accept our foil, I'm going to give it a quick blast with the heat tool. And then you apply the foil, colour side up, rub your finger over it, and then you get these wonderful accents. Again, quickie glue pen. And I'm just going to add some dots around this foliage. Okay, and again I'm going to give that a quick blast. Colour side up and just gently rub your finger over it. And there you get these lovely flowers. A perfect bit of bling, isn't it, in the darkness? Right, now the words we're looking for are a little lullaby in the silence. Now you may have to be a bit inventive here. Find the word lullaby, that's a good place to start. There we go. Lullaby. I'm pretty certain silence is down here. We need A and little one. Once I've just trimmed it a little, because we don't need too much space around it. A. Again, trim. Little. little lullaby, and we want in the silence. In the silence. And that just goes right at the very bottom. Now, let's get those Kuretake pens again. Cobalt blue. Okay, so let's get this gem colour, and it's the gold gem colour from either the Starry set or the gem set. And you see this beautiful vine that's wrapping round. Just going to add some of that. Try not to make it too wet. Kind of wrap this around the branch. A beautiful golden rope. Lovely. And then using our Stickles, when we've gone with the gold, just add a little bit of bling to the musical notes. I am going to grab a bit of mermaid now and add to our colour in the corners. And we have a lovely little robin singing a little lullaby in the silence, and a little girl who has just stumbled across him and come to explore. I think it's enchanting. I hope you've enjoyed coming along and making this card with me. Thank you for your company. If you've got any comments you'd like to make, then please pop them in the post below, and I will do my best to get in touch with you as soon as I possibly can. But in the meantime, my friends, you have fun crafting, and I'll see you again soon. Take care. Bye.